What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 232 of the Cheesy Controller Podcast. I'm your host, Anton LaPlatte. Joining me, as always, we have the Mecha Stardew Valley, Chris Montalbano.
Resident Evil 4 is so good.
We got the most degenerate squid in the sea, Jalen Roberts.
Why is everyone in Street Fighter 6 so fucking hot?
And we got the Ray Trace Durag, Madrid Devon.
Chun-Li's thighs.
We got a jam-packed episode for you guys this week. We're going to be talking about Street Fighter 6. We're going to be talking about Activision, Blizzard, and Diablo 4.
Fuck Activision Blizzard.
Yeah, pretty much. And we're going to be talking about Bungie with Destiny and Marathon. Overlords.
We will defeat the telecom companies. Have true freedom of communication. Revolutions at hand.
It will not be televised. It'll be streamed somewhere. Like, it'll be on the Twitch front page. It'll gain a lot of traction. Have a lot of interactions.
Real shit.
You will be able to sit and watch it from the comfort of your home.
Yeah.
After.
Get the replay.
Yeah.
It's like the instant. Be like, run back. I saw the camera, dude. 20 minutes in. I'm trying to see if I made the final cut.
The Final Cut Pro.
Final Cut Pro.
That's on like iPad now. That's a big thing for video people. It's like, because iPads have been really powerful lately. Mm-hmm. It's just like, they're like, oh, it has Final Cut Pro now. I'm like, yeah, but you're still probably, like, I mean, an M1 chip in any scenario is great to have, but are you really going to be really video editing on an iPad? Really?
No, you got it.
Maybe.
I mean, get that MacBook Pro at least.
Or like just
because
a MacBook Air,
right? So
just like
sure.
anything, get the
so you get them both.
Yeah, just a minimum of $2,000. You know, it's fine.
That's fine. It's for your career. It's future proofing.
But wait. If it's $2,000, how much more is the desktop?
Oh yeah, see that's when you start like
actually more.
That's what Apple does to you. They
Yeah.
like they make everything a little bit more expensive, but you're like, it's not too much to where you're not pondering whether or not it's
Well,
worth
no,
it.
that's
so. I'm
gets you up
saying
the chain.
for a
Yeah.
MacBook and an iPad together, that's like $2,000. But
Cause like
Then you gotta get
they
the
have the
5K
in-between
monitor
price.
to go with the desktop. And
nah,
then
I'm
you have to
cool
get
with
the
my
stand for the
4K monitor. I'm not doing.
Yeah, 5K.
It can.
I've seen reviews on the 5K monitor. It's pretty.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
I mean, I hope so.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not editing 8K raw footage. I
For screens that
watch
barely exist in
anime
places
on
that people would
platforms
see.
that are just 1080p. Even though, so I wanted to talk about this on the episode. I buy a bunch of Blu-rays, right?
Uh-huh.
Like if I really like a movie or an anime or whatever, I typically get the Blu-ray.
Good.
Tight.
So I didn't realize Movies Anywhere was like broken. I just went through my Blu-rays and a bunch of them just had codes, and so like my Xbox was my Blu-ray player. My Xbox is like dead. So
What happened to it?
just sitting there. I mean,
You don't use
Yeah.
me.
The original Xbox?
no, Xbox One S.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, it just sat in the bedroom.
I thought we
and
were friends.
look, I tried to watch the Bleach
No, you
movies, and
You should have tried sooner.
I should have. I should have bought and tried to watch. I should have watched.
You talked spicy about me on your podcast.
Oh yeah.
I did not forget
I think I bought Vampire Survivors and then realized.
that you weren't going to play it on me.
Well, I couldn't. I would have, but I couldn't. I'll take some Xbox achievements here and there.
And do what with them?
They'll be there. I'll have a gamer score. That number will have.
Got my gamer score for my gamer tag.
Yep.
Because we're gamers.
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
And gamer tag makes me think of like dog tags, but for gamers.
I mean,
You know
Call
what?
of
That
Duty
really
kill
that does
confirmed.
make
the-
kill confirmed make feel a lot
Yeah.
more intense. Now that you think about it.
It'd be
took my
cool
game
if it had
attack.
the names.
Fuck yeah.
Like actually
would be
had the
cool.
gamer tag
Yeah.
on the tags in Call of Duty, like
Yeah.
or just they could do it in Gears, they could do it in Halo, they could do it in whatever.
They can do it in franchises that are.
Any shooter, they could do it in Starfield. Fuck it, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I was like really trying to put the ball in Xbox's court, but it's like
In Fable 4, just kidding.
Oh, don't they
Yeah.
have a showcase coming?
yeah,
Yeah.
next week the 10th.
Yeah.
So I mean,
They gotta show something.
so there was
That
a-
actually wasn't intentional. It was subconscious.
Phil Spencer did. The one thing that's got me worried is Phil Spencer is saying that, like, I don't know if great games are going to fix Xbox. I was like, dog, you mean you have nothing in the barrel for this showcase.
yeah.
Even if they did, though,
here's
he's
what
right.
they have. Here's what they have.
Is he?
Forza's coming soon.
Yeah.
Fable. They teased Fable in like one of their things that had like a glowing path
I've
of
been
glitter.
waiting for Fable for like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, and I don't think Fable's going to hit the way Fable needs to hit. That's the thing. I was asked legit at Controllerize a couple weeks ago, what do you think of, like, how do you think Starfield's going to be? I'm like, these are the same tools they used to make Fallout 4. That game was broken. Like, if you think you're getting a high fidelity, like,
Oh, first things first.
high technical
No, you
prowess.
weren't going to get that anyway because it's fucking Bethesda. Every
Yeah.
single Bethesda game is kind of a broken, janky piece of shit.
Yeah. And I don't know why. Yeah, I mean, they are-
Skyrim and
They are loved.
1,000
but-
hours will do that to you.
yeah,
And I mean, the people who want those 1,000 hours are going to get those
Yeah.
1,000 hours no
Right.
matter like who's publishing the game. But the people like me who get like 20 hours and I'm like, fuck this shit completely
yeah.
and walk away from it, like,
I don't know. I think Xbox could play. They could have games and they'd get more subscribers. Like, good games will get more subscribers to your Game Pass. And that's what they essentially want to do.
I mean,
Like,
at
drop
this
a
point,
banger and someone's going to download Game Pass on their PC or whatever laptop they have
I mean,
and try to play it.
yes, but also kind of no. And the reason why I say kind of no that, you know, good games aren't going to sell Xbox is because we're not talking about you just got a couple of quality bangers. You need, like, some consistent
Yeah.
quality bangers, and everything major first party that Microsoft has dropped in the past 2 generations have been somewhere in between mid to trash.
Yeah. But
Like-
at least at some point, it might not be now, it might not be this generation that people start buying Xboxes. But at some point,
How
you
long?
gotta-
Unless Sony
No,
does some
see,
dumb shit.
what he was
and
saying
can
is
play
it was
PlayStation.
they lost the worst generation.
Yeah.
Because now
That was the actual
I
generation
have a
shit.
digital like beforehand I had 0 digital backlogs, right?
Right.
No, like actually I had shit on Xbox 360
Yeah.
and I still went and got a PS4.
Yeah.
And now I have all these digital games, and if I went over to Xbox, I'd be like, what am I doing over here? I got Game Pass and some mid first parties.
Yeah.
Like,
But
literally,
I don't think you don't start making great games. I
No,
feel
the answer
like
is-
people will switch over.
They absolutely need
If
to.
you make great
but
games,
I feel like making great games now, you need a shit ton of time.
it's not
Yeah.
enough. That's the thing about it. It's just not gonna be enough for a while.
Yeah.
Because it's like not only do people have their entire libraries and stuff, but it's also like, come on, what could Microsoft, any company that Microsoft has access to, what any of them could make that could possibly garner a fifth of the hype of something like, let's say, 16.
I don't know.
Spider-Man.
But they gotta fucking try. You don't look at PlayStation's catalog and be like,
Oh,
"Damn,
no,
that's neat. We're never gonna be able to do something like they do."
No.
Like,
They definitely need. They need to fucking try.
They need to try. They absolutely could.
Absolutely.
I believe they absolutely could.
I mean, for
They
at
have
least
all
for
those fucking
PlayStation's
studios.
sake, like they need competition that
Yes.
says, "Oh shit, man, they dropped a good ass game. We got to get on our game too."
Yes.
Like,
What do you
eventually
think? Sony
PlayStation will
has
get lazy
invested
because they will be like, "Well, you're here."
Sony has the free road in front of them so much they're hyper investing in the live service.
Yeah.
Because they're like, we already got the audience entrenched. let's
Right.
pick the games that really like get the daily dollars out of them. Like
Yeah.
they're
Well, I mean, looking at how much they're spending, it's that they're spending almost double that they were before. So before they spent their entire budget on single player, third person action narrative, the PlayStation games. They spent like that amount of budget, but now they're spending that amount of budget still on those single player games, except a few less because God of War is not like.
yeah, I get that, but also like most of what was shown at the showcase.
Oh yeah, no, the showcase
was a live service game.
Yeah, no, the showcase.
And they're investing heavily into live
This,
service.
like, honestly, if Xbox is smart, this is the time to strike.
I mean,
They don't have them.
but they don't have it.
From where?
Yeah,
Really, their best. Really,
They don't
here's the
have
thing about
them.
it is
That's
their
the
best
problem,
hope
right?
is really Obsidian.
Yeah.
Really redefining the really returning the console RPG to where it needs to be. Like if they
To
drop
prime
that,
Mass Effect,
Do
to
you-
prime Fable 3, to like
Do you
that
think
era.
we see more Outer Lands too?
Outer Worlds.
Outer Worlds?
that's really like
Outer
that's what
Worlds.
I'm talking about. Like Outer
Yeah.
Worlds needs to be
Outer
out.
Worlds
They
and
need some Fallout
Avowed.
New Vegas.
Yeah, Avowed,
Obsidian
that's the
is the
other- yeah.
only one.
Now, those are the only two like games I kind of have my eyes on. Like Fable.
But they're so far out. That's
Man,
the problem.
I know.
Right.
The only
Fable
thing
would
we've
pique
seen
my
is a
interest,
fairy
but
getting
I
eaten
feel
by
like
a
this-
toad for Fable.
Yeah.
And they showed that 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm like every showcase.
And also,
I'm
I
like,
don't
just
have the
give
most
me-
faith in Lionhead. Ain't that who's making it?
Nope. Turn 10.
Oh.
Yeah. Lionhead, they closed Lionhead. And
Yeah.
so
Alright.
it's turn 10. That's why. No. It's Playground. Because turn 10's making the new 4. It's one of the Forza teams. It's either turn 10 or Playground that's making the Fable game. Because Lionhead's completely like gone.
Okay,
They've been
there's a chance
gone.
Fable might be good. Like Fable 2 good at least. If it could reach the heights of Fable 2, we're good.
Fable's
Because let's be
good.
real.
Yeah, but that's also super far out. Like,
Exactly.
that is not a maybe even
Yeah, but, like,
2024 game,
With
honestly.
Xbox, we're not talking about right now. Their right now is Redfall, and that's not good. Like just.
I mean,
stop.
they're right now. They're trying to make it Starfield, but I'm like, ooh.
Oh
It's
man.
that's the
If y'all can see the slender charging up in my body for
Have they really shown any
when
gameplay?
Starfield drops?
No.
Yeah, they showed a
They
little
showed-
bit of
They
gameplay.
showed some gameplay.
Oh.
There's supposed to be a whole
Damn, that's
Starfield
how-
Let me
like.
rephrase,
how
they didn't show any
memorable-
combat.
Memorable it is. Yeah.
They didn't show anything memorable.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's gotta be
it looked
fucking
like
cool.
No Man's Sky. I remember what Starfield looked like.
Should look like Fallout in space.
That's all I want it to be.
Now the question is which Fallout?
Space Rim.
Probably Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Honestly-
But you need a Fallout. 3.
Honestly, no, it really.
New Vegas.
No.
If New Vegas was Obsidian,
Yeah,
it would
right.
have to be
Obsidian is the only
it
team
would have
on
to be great.
Xbox
But
that's
here's
stable.
the thing about it is, if Bethesda drops Starfield and it's like Fallout 3,
Mm-hmm.
you know what? That actually would be a win. You know?
Yeah,
Now,
just
if
not
they did
for
it
me.
And it turned out to be something
Yeah.
more like Oblivion in space. We're talking.
Yeah.
It's
But
not gonna be.
it's
It's,
not gonna-
gonna be Fallout 4 Skyrim in space. You see the progression through their games
Yes.
of getting away from what you actually want
Yes.
into
I know.
Fallout 4.
That's the main thing I bitch about when I bring up Bethesda.
Yep. See, looks like No Man's Sky. Just
I don't know.
it looks like super high fidelity No Man's Sky, but all this shit's gonna be janky and broken. Those bugs are like flat textures, like
So you mean it's just going to be No
it's
Man's
gonna
Sky?
be. This is running at 30 frames per second, and that's a generous thing to say about what this game will actually run at. Like how the death claws were like just big objects with collision,
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, we cranked up the fidelity on this, but
I mean, technically, there
Redfall
is-
doesn't run on at 60 on consoles. What makes you guys think Starfield's going to?
Who's you guys? Cause
I mean, Xbox
Well,
players
to be
like
fair, Redfall, no one wanted to develop Redfall. Like
Yeah.
Xbox when they bought Bethesda,
And they were like, please
"That
scrap this
you
game."
should stop making. Don't waste any more money making that game. We're just gonna throw it out."
You mean like Sony does all the
Yes.
time? Sony will be like, yo,
I mean, that's
and
what
then-
happened to The Last of Us multiplayer.
See-
Bungie came in, looked at it, was like, this? Ew.
I think that game's gonna come out.
Oh, it is.
They're gonna.
It'll come out.
It definitely will come out.
Yeah, people making it seem like Bungie went in there and said, cancel this.
Well, no, that's what they did with Dreams. That's what they did.
They
Like,
closed a lot of live service stuff, actually.
well, they not even live service because Pixel Opus they closed them and they were making Concrete Genie and Entwined and like single player like AA PlayStation stuff, and they went and closed them. So, I mean, we'll see with this Last of Us multiplayer. What I really think's going to happen with it is they're going to go more of a Call of Duty route with it, where like I think people were expecting more of the Division mixed with factions. And I think it's going to be more of like, oh, you play the new Call of Duty season or even the new Halo season, and there's a cutscene when you first play, and then that's furthering the story that technically you're involved in, but technically you're not. And so, I don't know, because Naughty Dog can make good multiplayer games. Uncharted 2 and 3 multiplayer were great. And those were just like deathmatch. It was just a third-person shooter with like the Uncharted shooting mechanics, deathmatch, capture the flag,
I mean,
standard.
let's
And
be
I'd
honest
take
here.
that for The Last of Us, honestly.
It doesn't take that many insane features to make a quality multiplayer component.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually, it's not like, because if you have these live, that's the problem. It's like with these live service free-to-play games, you kind of do need a little bit of variety. But for the multiplayer portion of a full-price video game, you literally just need deathmatch, team deathmatch.
Well, that's what this is supposed
of
to
the
be
Hill.
originally. This is
Right.
how this started, and then it like started ballooning, and it's just I feel like they've invested too much time and it didn't get canceled soon enough.
That's what happened to Redfall.
Right.
That's literally what
And
happened to Redfall.
Redfall's mediocre, but like there's some fun in it, and I'm expecting The Last of Us multiplayer to be mediocre, but there's some fun in it. I'm not expecting it to take the place of Fortnite, like as my live service. Like
Redfall seems worse than mediocre.
It's not good.
it's,
Mediocre
Like
No, okay, mediocre is
I think
when it's
maybe
at its best.
would
it's not Lord of the Rings Gollum, all right?
Okay, that's a meme.
I didn't
Yeah.
know
I
that.
don't fully believe that truly exists. I think it's a meme.
No,
I didn't even remember that game being announced.
I thought. Oh no.
Oh, I remember it being announced.
It was the first next gen game announced. Like it had its trailer of Gollum crawling around. There was the Eye of Sauron, and they're like
I don't
coming
remember it.
coming to next gen system.
I'm from a different timeline. Because I was like, what the fuck is this?
I'll give
They shadow
Redfall
dropped this.
that like there is a game in Redfall.
Oh no, I'm saying when
Lord of the
it's at its
Rings
best,
Gollum.
It's a mediocre video game.
Yeah.
When it's functioning and everything's kind of doing its due, it's a
It's so
mediocre
full. It's
video game.
too chock full of bugs for me to be like, yeah, it's mediocre, just outright. But at best, then maybe.
Yeah, like when it's running, when you don't have
Possibly
too many bugs,
so.
it's running on 10. It's a mediocre video game.
Yeah.
You know,
that's
like,
with the
I'm
homies.
like, this
That's
is
the
some-
with the homies buff.
right?
Not even that.
No, it'll get that buff.
No.
But that buff will get it to at least mediocre. It has gotten straight up bad games to at least say, it was straight.
Oh no. Oh no. I mean, yeah, kind
We could
of.
do this one more time, maybe.
Never do it.
No.
That's what we said, maybe.
Right. So,
Mediocre.
Yeah.
and
It's
that's,
like that's a game that clearly didn't fully come together. Like, honestly, I would
nobody
love to
wanted
read
nobody wanted to make that
another
game.
Dev
Nobody
Diary
wanted
on
to
that
make
game. Like, honestly, I would love a real good Dead Diary or expose on, like, the depth of the development of that game.
It's like the last few episodes of The Promised Neverland. Nobody wanted to put their name on it. Who directed this episode? Psh, man.
Somebody
Somebody
did it.
this.
It directed itself.
Right.
Clearly.
It was just like we knew
Why he won't cancel
where we
me,
had
man?
to get to. We had to get to the end, and then
Yeah, but like, let's be real. Publishers will release an unfinished game if it's too far in development. That's just, they do that a lot.
Oh, undercooked
That one
and
came out this
underloved.
year?
It came out
Yeah,
a few,
It came
Yeah.
out, like a couple
a
weeks
few
ago.
days ago.
This straight up looks like a PS2 game.
Derogatorily.
Yeah.
right, because PS2, you say
I mean-
PS2, but
No, this is next gen AF.
right,
Look at those wall physics.
That
Oh,
looks
it had a bug where like if you adjusted the hair textures on console.
oh yeah, it was just crash.
Oh, also, they
Right.
charged you for the actual, like, Lord of the Rings languages. Like,
Oh yeah,
if you buy the voice
Like-
pack, the elves will actually speak Cerulean.
If you buy.
yeah.
Give them
You
an
have
extra
to
couple
get-
bucks and the elves
there-
will actually speak their native
There's
language.
like a set of emotes for Gollum, and it's not like a multiplayer, so you can just emote as Gollum
They are
if
ugly
you
as
pay
hell, though.
extra.
Of course.
You can
Why?
That look
get
like
voice
Debo.
acting. Voice acting is paid DLC for this full price single player game.
Yo, Radicus over here in disbelief.
Yep.
And he's been watching the gameplay.
Who made this game?
I don't know, but they apologized, but they had a
As they
typo.
should have.
They had a typo in their apology. Lord of Ring. We'd like to apologize
their
for the
game.
state of Lord of Ring Gollum.
Might be.
It's like, how do you fuck up the block of text on Twitter apology?
When you let the tank die? Might be in chat. In your head is like, you should have meant more.
Man.
Dideck Entertainment.
Dideck.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all. I never want to dunk on developers, and I'm sure y'all knew what was going on, and I'm sure your publisher was just like, put it out. You're like, all right.
But also,
We're
the
gonna-
shit you made was bad.
I'm sure,
Nothing against you,
even-
but your product is bad.
but I feel like it's another case of them, because how many people have Didact Entertainment, honestly? And I couldn't make even this. This is bad, objectively, but I'm sure what I would make would
Yes,
be
the
worse.
positive bonus of
So I'm
making
not
it
talking
exist.
that much shit. Hey,
Bruh, it's
turn on that.
bad. What do you? This is. It's gonna get these jokes. You can't come. You can't show up like that.
Swear to
I'm
God,
glad-
Phil Spencer is real glad this game is come out. Like, at least they
Put it on
they'll
Game Pass.
stop-
Hey.
They're like, at least they'll stop talking about Redfall.
No, this is something you don't need to put on Game Pass. It's,
Yeah, no.
it's
Put
going
it
to
on
depreciate.
Disney.
It's going to depreciate the value.
Right. Because once
The
again,
Lord of Ring Gollum.
The streamer looks like they're having zero fun.
Voice critical. And he's known for getting hype about shit. That is like the one reason I know
bad.
about.
I think he forced himself to like finish the whole game.
Damn.
Oh,
Oh man.
Probably.
oh no.
Yeah.
The dead.
Notice there's no combat.
None.
It's just
this tiny ass little thing gonna do.
you know, you stealth things like sneak around
That's
and
true.
then drop a big rock on someone's head. And then also, that little motherfucker got hands. When he jumped Frodo towards the end,
Well, Frodo's his size too.
He's fighting like
well,
a
yeah, because
slapboxing
they're
yoke.
actually the same species.
Right, exactly. An adult would just punt him.
But there's knives. Those exist, and he's a little climbing, spiny little motherfucker.
That's
guess
not
you
going to
could play like
stop.
a rogue.
That's not going to stop a fully armored punt.
Right?
I mean, yeah.
I got invincibility frames in this animation.
Right. He's not Marisa.
It's like he's doing a drive impact.
I mean, shit. Speaking of, Street Fighter 6 dropped.
Yeah, we'll talk about good games now. We won't talk about the down, like, we are off the Xbox.
Let's sing praises instead.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
Shout out Capcom. You do good.
Capcom.
Cap God. We had Crapcom, now it is Cap God in full.
God.
And
That's almost
Mega
not
Man.
a good thing, though. A god of capping.
Capsule computers. They get the full.
Capsule Communications.
What?
No. it's
That's what it
Capsule-
stands for?
Capcom capsule computers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Looks like some Forbidden Lore just got dropped. Yeah.
Yeah, Capcom is capsule computers.
Oh, fuck.
But yeah, there are Mega Man rumors swirling. There are rumors that there are 2 Mega Man
I
games
literally
coming.
said this the other night. I'm like, they are one Infinity Stone away from the fucking Thanos gauntlet, and that was just announcing the new Monster Hunter. Because
Yeah.
we already know
we
that's
know
gonna be
that
crack.
that is in the
That's gonna be
pipeline.
crack.
Just ooh. Like, look, I need a Worlds Monster Hunter. Like, Sunbreak was fun. I enjoyed Sunbreak.
Sunbreak is actively like every time we get
actually,
on.
like playing that shit on consoles got new life.
Yeah, playing it on PS5 is just like,
It's like,
yo,
damn, this is the game
shit
that
will
was
happen,
trapped.
and it'll be like,
There's one
oh
with
shit, this
crossplay.
is, huh?
I need one with cross.
Yeah, oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna happen.
I
They
know
did
it's
it.
gonna happen.
It's
But
gonna have
I
all
want
the
it
bells
to be
and
like
whistles.
It's gonna have rollback for no fucking
Street
reason.
Fighter
Monster Hunter
6.
doesn't-
Street Fighter 6 was just the test bed for the new tech for the next
need
Monster
it.
Hunter.
I need it.
rollback,
I need
crossplay.
rollback, big ass fucking lobbies.
Yep.
Oh yeah, bring
Yeah.
back the 16. Make it 32 player.
Make it 64. Fuck it.
Fuck
Do a
it.
battle hub.
Yeah. yeah. Why not?
Why,
Why
not?
not?
Oh,
We-
they won't let us make monstrosities though because of armor. Like the character creator.
Yeah, I mean, there's really only so much variation they let you do in Monster Hunter. But it's like Resident Evil, they don't let you do any. And Devil May Cry, they don't let you do any. You can change out your arm, I guess.
Yeah. You can do a
Costumes.
palette swap.
Oh yeah, you do have like, doesn't Resident Evil actually have like decent?
Solid ass costumes.
Yeah,
You can make Ashley into an emo kid.
I'm
A
down.
proper early 2000s scene kid. That's
I will die for you.
Yeah. Resident Evil 4 is such a good ass game.
and they also turned Leon into the emo vampire that was also
Fuck
popular
yeah.
in the early fucking 2000s.
Love
Yeah.
that shit.
There's the emo haircut in Street Fighter 6. I made Toriko because I'm reading Toriko. So
How far are you?
what happened? What was the last thing that happened?
What was the last thing they
Oh, they're doing the gourmet gambling.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a bunch of really rich people. Like, say there's a bunch of beans on the table. 1 out of 10 beans is poisoned, and you'll die in like 5 minutes if you eat it.
And then they gotta go against this one guy, and he bets memories of food flavors. You'll forget how things taste like if you lose.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucked up.
That's fucked up, right?
Although I'd lose to him if I could retry pizza all over.
But yeah, here, take pizza, take it.
Honestly,
Get it out of here.
Burgers, wings,
Yeah,
steak.
What if it don't
I could
taste the
eat
same?
pasta for the first time.
What if it don't taste the same and you
Yeah.
can't tell?
You talking about like
And it's inferior. Like
food
pizza is
taste
just.
that you like is
No, but
purely
there-
because of nostalgia?
Well, not
Yeah.
just that, but it's also like
Our taste
there's
buds have changed.
The root of it, it's like because the root of it's gone. There's the rest of the entire scene. You weren't just eating pasta. You were never just sitting in a void eating pasta. You were
true.
sitting at home.
That's true.
Mom cooking pasta. You had your Game Boy, or like your little copy of Weekly Shonen Jump, Monthly Shonen Jump. You had your copy of Monthly Shonen Jump. You're sitting at the table. You get a plate of pasta. You lose that memory, and all of a sudden you don't read manga anymore either. Because you don't remember sitting at the table, reading manga,
wow.
getting pasta. You lose more than just the flavor.
Damn.
Yeah, that
our
was
culture
fucked
really
up.
I'm
melts
mad
you as a
this is a
person.
Toriko tangent. But yeah, Chris, if you want to read a battle shonen about a dude battling like food,
Yeah.
like by eating
He's also like just the beefiest guy possible.
Yeah. All about eating.
On the
Giant
show you jump at?
things.
It's on the Shonen Jump out.
Yep.
And like it's like one part hunting food, the other part cooking food.
That sounds amazing.
Food Wars is also on there, and then the One Piece Food Wars collab stuff is also on there.
Yeah, but I heard Food Wars is a better watch than a read.
It is a good watch.
For a while.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I think it stops because there's no more like of the anime
Although
coming
I
out,
can't,
right?
I don't know how I'd be able to explain to my fiance that like every time someone eats,
Just
on
have her
White's
watch
food,
it.
that she's
She'll get
just like-
invested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just have to watch it together.
You gotta go like full force on.
You just can't watch it by yourself.
Right.
no.
Because that'll be the
Watching
moment
it
somebody busts in. Ah! It's like, oh, this isn't what it looks
Just
like.
ate fried rice, I promise.
The fried rice got her
With the
screaming and
egg.
creaming.
With the egg and the sauce that was gelatized and melted.
Screaming and creaming.
See, this is what happens when your mangaka started off with hentai. You can
You
always
start off doing
you can always
doujinshi.
fucking tell. If the blush is too good, you know. You know.
We shouldn't be doing this. But Street Fighter 6 is
It's just as horny as that conversation we just had. Let's be 100.
okay.
yeah.
The physics in Street Fighter 6 is pretty awesome. Because there's even with E Honda, like his base outfit, you can't see his gut, but like with his OG outfit, you can, and there's like physics on it each time he moves. So it's not just on the hair or on the chest
Or the
or on
cheeks.
the buttock.
God, that game looks so good.
Yeah.
So who are you maining? You're a Chun-Li guy, right?
Yeah, Chun-Li, just because, like,
She's got a good.
there are
neutral game.
moves that I can get out as Chun-Li. Everybody else, I don't feel like I'm actually, like, utilizing them in any way, but, like, Chun-Li, I can at least get into a flow of, like, effectively... Because that's the
You
thing,
gonna
there's,
learn the
like,
charge?
playing Street Fighter... And then above that, there's like being good at Street Fighter, and then there's like, and the difference in just those two levels is like getting your quarter circles, like knowing, like quarter circle kick, like
Yeah.
down forward, like
Because I'm trying to get to the point where I like understand it. Like I still just
Right.
want to play Guilty Gear, so in my mind I'm like, go,
right,
go, combo, smash buttons, spam
Right.
Characters
specials.
That's
like
the thing.
that though.
Huh?
There's characters like that in Street Fighter. I'm not saying anime, but I'm saying like press buttons.
yeah,
Kinda. If you do, you're getting punished.
yeah. That's the thing. Like Street Fighter is more about the motions than the like execution. Like with as far as like. It's
Yeah,
more
I know
about the
it's a
left
game.
side of the controller than the right side of the controller. Guilty Gear is more about the right side of the controller than the left side of the controller.
Yes.
I don't know.
There's a lot of shit on the left side on Guilty Gear.
Oh,
but-
I get what you're saying. I'm just not sure I agree with that with Street Fighter. I mean, yeah, it's a lot. Neutral is a lot of pokes that you want to then convert into like your actual damage.
Right.
But also, I feel like it's early. So
it is
we
very
don't-
early.
It's
like
very early.
the problem is the leaps and bounds that people are improving in these short spurts of time. It's like just in the amount of time that I've been here, I know somebody has gotten online, played a few online matches, and has just like leveled up in game sense. And I feel like I'm not leveling up. That's the thing about Street Fighter. Street Fighter feels like a game you have to like study with and like
Yes. Like learning which moves are like plus on block type shit. Like learning how to like move in the neutral. Like what move is safe like what has good frames on it. Like starting to pick up on those things so your defense can be better. That way it's not just a person opposing their will on you because they know fucking combos.
Right.
So once you're a little better there, then you can start like working on doing like more optimal combos and figuring out the best way to keep fighting and keep the match kind of close. Because if you have that defense to fall back on, you'll be straight.
See, I'm the other way around. I think I try and get my combos and stuff into muscle memory as fast as I can because I know that while I'm playing it and I'm working on my neutral, I will see opportunities.
My muscle memory works with Chun-Li. That's the thing. Everybody I've tried to play, my muscle memory doesn't work as well as it works with Chun-Li. Like the ingrained, like, because that's the thing. I've played Street Fighter, but Street Fighter V was the first Street Fighter I owned, and I didn't play a shit ton of Street Fighter V because that would have been just like it didn't appeal to me as like a newcomer into Street Fighter, really. Because thinking like
it was an unfinished game. Let's be real.
Yeah,
Street
but I
Fighter
mean,
V
even when it was finished,
until
even when it was finished,
Championship Edition.
Yeah, and I think that's when I got it, and they still had characters after that. I don't think I have the most recent season of Street Fighter V.
Yeah, I got Championship Edition, and then I was like, all right, I didn't get any more characters.
But even when that game was like quote unquote done, it didn't have like the staying power that I feel 6 has already. I know it's only been a couple days, but
they definitely put a lot more into it because just looking at the lobby, like that's a lot of fun. It's a good way for us to get together. Apparently, they fixed the private matches now.
Yep, that's all I need is the private matches, just so it's not like 6 button presses to spectate while you wait.
Yeah, so I haven't seen what it looks like or how it works. So
I mean, it's a lobby, like menu based. Here's the list of people. You can have 2 fights going on. Are you spectating this one or that one? Which one are you waiting your turn in?
Kind of. Well, I was about to say kind of like Dragon Ball Fighters, but that's after you make it into a room and then you go over here and set up a little ring.
It's like Under Night.
Okay, yeah.
Like straight up just
perfect.
Skullgirls. Like that just...
And don't you do this from the Fight Hub?
No. In the Battle Hub, you either sit at an arcade cabinet or you can queue from a menu to do ranked or casual matches. To do a room, you have to do Fighting Grounds and just set it up, and you bring it up. It's a menu. It's like how many rounds, like any special modifiers, like your standard ass fighting game. What do you want? Infinite time? Do you want 99 seconds? Like,
sick.
And then it's a thing where a list of names are in the lobby, and you can set it to be 1 slot to fight or 2, and straight up just all menus. I think it's purple.
Sick.
I think the menu is purple.
Sick, that's good. Also, I've liked the character writing so far that I've seen in World Tour mode. Like, the fact that Ryu still doesn't know how to text and use a phone is hilarious.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
He's literally the old man texting you. He's like, how do you watch cartoons? How do you access the cartoons on this thing?
He's like, Ryu, you're not that old.
No, he's like 50 something.
I just started wearing shoes.
He's what?
He's like upper 50s.
Yeah.
People who are over, like...
I mean, yeah.
50, 60,
you're never
you
too
know how to
old
use
to
a
learn a
cell
new
phone.
skill.
It's true. Yeah. Too stubborn.
But also, yeah, exactly. Like, Ryu's set in his ways. He doesn't even wear shoes.
I think he started wearing shoes.
Yeah.
Or like sandals.
He stole Akuma's shoes.
Yeah.
I'm taking these.
No, this game's awesome. I'm a Manon.
Of
I'm
course.
a Manon main.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had this.
I want to play Cammy, but it's just the
You
only...
have to learn them quarter circles.
Yeah.
Or use modern controls.
Oh, you gotta learn them Z's too.
Because you could just use modern controls.
And Darren's out here with Cammy. That's the person that I was like,
She's got some sick
Medium
mix.
kick throw, medium kick throw, medium kick throw. Spiral at all.
No, that hooligan
Yeah,
combo.
I'm
was
gonna
like,
try
wait,
out man.
Oh yeah, I was looking at the command list. I was like hooligan. I was like, and then seeing like what you can do like once you're in it.
Yeah, it's a crazy setup.
You know, it's real nice to have a new fighting game out.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually having. The online's actually working. I've yet to see many
The online has been really good. Also, I
betas?
want to say the like the tutorials and the trainings and like
Yeah.
the combo. It's like the character. There's a character guide that teaches you how to play that character specifically. Like it goes through each move with you. Like here's their moves. Like here's the situation you should use it in. Here's a way to kind of combo that. Like here's a good way to control that space. Like they're teaching you. Like if you want to be competitive, like this is the great game to learn because they'll teach you like everything you need. So
Nice.
yeah, they're definitely with it. It's accessible. And I fuck with that.
Yeah.
Like,
and they also have like a wealth of single player content we haven't seen since the PS2.
right, so you can be as casual as you want to.
You just play the game.
I was watching Radic play some World Tour earlier because I haven't played it yet. I've only done Battle Hub.
Yeah. Yeah, same.
They rain trophies on you in Battle Hub.
I like it.
And the platinum is only for Battle Hub. The like hardest thing to do is the tournaments trophy, and I think it's like compete in 100 tournaments, and so you just have to do that out of the Battle Hub.
That's a true online warrior right there.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, if you get knocked out in the first round, it counts as a tournament participation. Anyway.
That's what I thought about immediately. All right,
Just show up drowning.
just
pools
do a
going
tournament
dead.
a day, you know.
But come on, you don't want to just show up to drown in pools.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Yeah, I mean, if you do it, you do one match, you're out. It's like, all right, bet. Let me go back to doing all this other shit. Or if you make it up to the next round, you know, you get to test your limits.
But yeah, I was looking at the trophy list. I think it's 100 tournaments is the hardest one, and then the second hardest one is 20 avatar battles.
I mean, we can just sit up in the lobby and just do some avatar battles one day. That's not an issue.
Yeah, no.
These characters are caked up too.
Everyone's just so thick. What the fuck?
I mean, to be a world warrior, you gotta.
Right, all
Yeah.
that muscle.
And it's just, except Blanca, everybody's just a person, you know.
I mean, Blanca's a person.
Blanca's still a person, just with the skin condition.
Is that canon?
Yeah.
It's like an experiment. Like a soldier that got experimented on type shit.
What is Blanca?
Blanca's a nigga.
Jimmy.
I mean, heck,
Blanca's real name is Jimmy?
Jimmy. Isn't he Brazilian? What's that?
Oh shit.
We're just sitting here. Sorry, audio listeners, listen, and video watchers.
We pulled up the
Okay, so he
Wikipedia page
mutated
and
in,
Radic
like-
zoomed in on Jimmy.
he
hilarious.
mutated green and got electricity powers after crashing a plane into Brazil.
Oh, so he's not Brazilian. He crashed a plane
Into Brazil.
Where the fuck is he from? Well, I guess his name being Jimmy makes more sense.
Yeah.
Damn it, Jimmy! Crashed the goddamn plane in Brazil again. Turned into Blanca.
What was it about crashing into Brazil?
Hit the flag on the way in. It's like, you know how like in cartoons or whatever they'll fly from one place to another and they'll have like the name of the place or like a title card kind of of going to the place. Blanca hit that for Brazil.
Yep.
Hey, man.
Yeah, Street Fighter 6 good. Capcom is on a continuous their streak
That's good.
of good games and good variety of games.
If you're interested in fighting games or Lil Wayne, you might as well check it out. Lil Wayne's like the face of this game now, and I hope that continues.
Is he
Like,
like in the game?
he's just like on all the advertisements.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They made sure he
It's
was
like-
smiling, grinning real big
Remember
when he
when
was holding that PlayStation controller.
Shadowbringers was Hannibal Buress and Tom Holland were like the faces of Final Fantasy 14 for a little while? That's what Lil Wayne is.
Cool.
Yeah.
I love it.
I look at him at the tournament, holding up the big check, handing it out.
Hey, that's probably going to happen. Gonna
Wayne
shake the
is
hand
definitely
off the
going to be at Evo. That is a surefire 100% thing that's going to happen. Him and Lupe Fiasco are going to do a song.
Lupe Fiasco was good at Street Fighter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Lupe Fiasco, Lil Wayne, drop a Street Fighter 6 track. Have it be the theme song for season 2, you know?
That'd be sick.
I fuck with that.
Oh, that'd be a good time. I'm just happy there's a new fighting game.
Yeah.
That's fun.
And 16 is right there. Like the demo started like popping up on people's PSN. Like they weren't able to download it, but they were able to see the store page for the demo. So
Okay.
the 16 demo is in the barrel. Like
When are they gonna drop it?
probably next week Summer Game Fest. It'll probably be like a SGF
Yeah.
kickoff. We'll get
It'd be
another
like how they did
trailer that
Stranger of
nobody
Paradise.
should watch, just as a precursor. If you're interested in Final Fantasy 16, like the last trailer was like, it was a little bit too much. This next one's going to show the end of the game. Do not watch.
But you get to the game, it's like somehow there was so much more. Like, what the fuck?
I watched the Final Fantasy 7 like launch trailer, the remake launch trailer, and I'm like, yo, they just didn't give a single shit at all.
But also with that is like that was the 7 remake, which was like the big specter that's been haunting Square for a while.
But 16, they're going to drop. The trailer they dropped during Summer Games Fest is going to be the most spoilerific shit ever.
Oh, absolutely. I
And
have no doubt
they're going to
about
be like, here's the demo.
Yep, and then right after that, they're going to say, there's the demo. The server's going to crash because everyone's going to be trying to download the demo, just like what happened with Stranger of Paradise. And we keep it pushing.
Fucking Jack. Fucking Jack. He was like, yeah, I knew it would crash.
What about it?
The fact that that game's actually a lot of fun. The fact that that game is so much
fucking
fun.
good. But it's so stupid.
That's what makes it good. It takes itself the right amount of serious.
Nice.
Yeah. What makes it not so good is like the way the maps are laid out.
I still
Yeah.
want to get
And
back
the-
to
like,
that game.
Some parts of the gameplay loop is like, bro, you can cut out some of this fat of me having to go loop around back and forth.
Yeah.
Just keep
Chris,
throwing
if I
niggas
send
at
you a
me.
deal on a physical copy of Stranger of Paradise, will you play Stranger of Paradise co-op with me?
I'll do it.
All right. Do you have it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't have the DLC.
I mean,
I need that shit to be dirt cheap now.
yeah.
Then I'm gonna get back in that shit hard. Cause I want to play fucking.
It got a permanent
Machinist.
price drop, and they're gonna definitely, because I had the season pass and got in there and became a machinist.
I want to try Gambler.
I think I got
bro,
Gambler too.
Gambler,
I think I just,
Gambler for show.
because it was just trophies like, oh, get these,
The
and
fact
all
that,
you
like-
needed was like one skill point to get them.
And that makes me happy that the game just brought back a lot of the like old niche jobs that we haven't seen in like forever.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna get me to play a new class in 14, depending on like which one I really get into in Stranger of Paradise. It's just like,
I need a new party RPG with the job system. I
Do you
know we'll
wanna
never get that
play
again from Square, but I
Octopath
need
2?
one.
Octopath 2.
You know what? I forgot about that game.
That is a party base
Yeah.
with the
At this
job
point, I'm
system.
just waiting on a good sale for Octopath 2 because I'm out
Yeah.
of the critical window of getting it immediately. I'm like, well,
Yep.
Might as
Just
well
wait
for
on
sale.
wait on that
Wait this
60% off.
oh, maybe not. I don't have to wait that much.
Square has just been like, fuck it.
I mean, if they like fuck it, then I'm with it. I'm not gonna stop. By all means, if y'all need to slash it in half, slash it in half. 60? Do it.
Yeah. And also, like, there's
need
still like a bunch of smaller games I still want to get my hands on.
There's way
gaming
too.
is fun right now.
There is way too
If you
much.
have variety.
I haven't played Jedi Survivor in like a month. I got that game
I haven't
full
gotten it.
bore about to play it, and then went a whole month without playing it. Zelda, it's getting.
Still haven't gotten it.
It's been a few days
Same.
on Zelda.
I have Dead Space. I haven't played it yet. I'm like, I gotta beat. I'm like taking my sweet time on Resident Evil 4, doing everything I can.
6.4.
Right. Monster Hunter, I'm still not done with Sunbreak.
I did
It's a
the
good time.
I did the dungeon in the trial.
Yeah, I need to do the trial.
I think I have like one.
Need to do
I have like one mission left.
I need to catch up. I think I'm about ready for my return.
Oh, I need 6.5 ASAP. ASAPually.
Yeah.
You're playing that 4 pixel. The fucking 1 through 6 pixel remasters is just sitting there on my console like, God damn it, what the fuck?
I was on
You
3.
bought us.
I was on 3.
All
but
of
I just stopped playing it because like I got back.
There's
into
too much.
14 heavy.
Yeah, there's too much.
There's too much, and there's
And
too
then
much
16.
to actually like really bother with mediocre games.
That's the point.
And then there's a whole Diablo that's apparently good, but fuck Activision Blizzard wholeheartedly. So
Yes.
I can't believe they
We're
are
back.
making.
Welcome back.
people
to the
are
Fuck
out-
Blizzard corner.
People are out here celebrating like, oh man, I bought the Ultimate Edition early
'Cause they're
access Diablo
consumers.
4.
Yeah.
'Cause
I'm
they're
like,
consumers. That's it. That's it. That's their only.
I'm like,
connection
do
to this.
not. I don't want to see you tweeting about this shit. Like, if you're gonna do it under the shame of like it's just on your console. Somebody happened to see you on Discord playing it. Don't make a whole post. Don't hashtag the hell out of Diablo 4.
Yeah, no, it's too late.
Don't go and buy KFC and advertise that you're eating KFC to get bonus XP in Diablo 4 early because you bought the Ultimate Edition. I don't want to see that. Which I have seen. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, heck, half of my fucking YouTube feed is fucking Diablo.
well, they
4
know
guys.
better. Mine is all Street Fighter and Final Fantasy. It's Final Fantasy 16 lore theory videos. It's Final Fantasy 14 video, like 6.4 content guides. It's
Well, it's not just. I meant more my subscription feed because, like, any of those like guide channels for like any game, whether it be Destiny, Monster Hunter, any other game I was playing at the time, they're all playing Diablo 4.
Yeah.
Maximilian dudes playing Street Fighter 6.
Good.
Arts gaming, Diablo.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have seen, but I haven't watched
haven't
any of them,
I haven't
so
watched
they're not.
any of it. Because, look, fuck Blizzard, fuck Bobby twice.
Right, the
Fuck
two
Bobby a third
for
time for
both
good measure.
entries on that list.
Just fuck Bobby. He had to open his
Robert.
dumbass mouth. That's why Overwatch started
Fuck
talking
you,
about queer
Robert
people
Kotick.
twice in a row. Because first it was the
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Activision devs trying to get Activision.
They're like, Farah.
Right. It's like,
lesbian.
hey, Farah and Baptiste are both bisexual. We're going to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to announce a comic.
Overwatch 2 and Diablo 4 are the epitome of them saying, fuck you, we're Blizzard, and a lot of people not going for it, but it's also concerning how many people are going for it.
I mean, let's be real here. Let's be real here. Some people only care about the content.
Yeah.
That's it. It's like, did they drop a game? Yes. Is the game good? Apparently. That's all. That's it.
Yeah.
That's their only like interaction with it. They don't care about it like the actual people making it. They don't have to.
Right.
They're here to play their video game and make their money off their video game.
Yep.
Fuck that game.
Fuck that whole...
Fuck that whole company down.
whole conglomerate.
All of it. Up and down. Honestly, I kind of don't want Microsoft to buy it just so because I hope that company just dies.
That
I hope it just
won't
dies.
happen.
I know it won't
Yeah.
happen, but I still want it. I want it like Bloodborne 2. I know it ain't happening.
Yeah, I think Microsoft should have just accepted that.
We have
this is probably a shit deal.
No,
Yeah.
Microsoft's they're out here fighting like
I know they're fighting for it. They're like, man, we got to commit.
I mean, really, right now, the
Ubisoft.
only real obstacle in their way is Britain. At
Yep.
this point. Like, EU said, it's alright. Cloud
Tears
is
of
that
the kingdom.
serious.
And then, like, the thing has been, they went and signed a deal with every cloud provider out there and was just like, here,
Yeah.
whatever you want.
And
You
then
want
also, like,
all
once
the
again-
games? Here are all the games.
But then
For
also,
free?
once again,
Totally.
cloud isn't
Fuck it.
ever going to be that. Isn't going to ever get the share of the market any of them are assuming they have, because one thing about it is it's about having access to your games without internet.
Mm-hmm.
The moment you tie all of it to having an internet connection,
Yeah.
I'm fucked. The web goes down, I'm completely... If I
have some of the games downloaded to the hard drive, but that's it.
I don't have my primary PlayStation. If I were to
Oh,
unplug my
right.
Ethernet cable from my digital only PS5, I would not have any games.
See? This is why I'm always a big proponent of physical media.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a company can't, you don't have to worry about an HBO
So you won't be able to
or a
play
Netflix
anything?
coming behind
I'd be
you
able
just
to
taking
play
your stuff
Street
off.
Fighter 6 and Wolong. I don't even think I have Wolong downloaded, so it would be Street Fighter 6.
Damn.
Oh, okay. It's not your primary. I see.
Right. So
Yep.
nothing. Nothing. Nothing that I have on disc. No.
You do not truly own any of it.
It's fine. It's cool. I have access to it, and that's good enough.
You know, and that's the mentality. That's the exact mentality of everyone playing Diablo 4.
Honestly,
That's
like-
exactly the exact line they use.
Earlier we were talking about me going through and getting like all my Blu-rays and getting those movies anywhere codes are more valuable to me right now than the 4K Blu-ray disc of any of those. The problem is none of my anime came with codes. So I got a bunch of my Marvel movies, so I got Deadpool, Thor Ragnarok, Scott Pilgrim,
Hell yeah.
but like Fooly Cooly, no, Promare, no, the Pokemon movies, no. I was like, damn. The Bleach movies, no. I'm like, I just want to watch these Bleach movies. That's how I found out my Xbox was truly dead, was trying to watch... I got the four Bleach movies on one Blu-ray, like off Amazon. I was like, yes, I'm about to watch these because I know I've seen at least the first three, but I do not remember them. Except I think the second one had number one, like had Ichigo fighting a Hollow in the real world in like the fall time, and like it had like leaves falling and shit to number one, and it was hype as hell. And I'd be down to watch that again. So.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I know there were some Getsukas. I know there were memory erasions, like last 2 minutes of the movie, and I'll erase everyone's memory so that they don't.
So that this
We
isn't
make this
canon.
not canon.
Right.
Oh,
But I'd be down for all that.
yeah,
Oh,
why
yeah.
not? Fuck it. Give me
Heck, I plan on getting more physical media because, once again, you can't expect these streaming companies to actually keep their libraries. It's really just that simple.
To be fair, Apple has my Apple account still has like an Asking Alexandria short film that I bought in high school on this same Apple account. It's just like, oh, here, no room for rock stars. I'm like, how long has this been just tied to my Apple account? I probably bought an iTunes gift card and bought that on the iPod Touch more than a decade ago, and it's still so. I mean, that's good enough for me.
Minimum that it just keeps your stuff.
That's
What
good
would be
enough.
the point of
That's that Apple ecosystem.
right? That continuing
Movies
investment
anywhere
ecosystem.
being able to link with Apple is like super great because I was able to on my PlayStation. So what I did, I got Into the Spider-Verse. I've had that on Blu-ray for like the longest, and so that came with the Movies Anywhere code. I linked that to my Apple TV, and then on my PS5, use the Apple TV app to watch it in 4K on my digital only system. And
Yeah, that's pretty
so I like while physical's great, and I understand, I'm at a point that like digital, it doesn't take up space. It's more convenient. It's a lot of times good enough quality. Like that was a 4K. I wouldn't have been able to distinguish that from the Blu-ray, watching it on the exact same screen. So, good enough.
Yeah. I prefer my physical because I prefer the extra little bit protections that come with physical. I don't have to worry about it just disappearing on me one day. I don't have to worry about, Comcast suddenly going down for some bullshit reason and I don't have access to anything. And also still looks good on the shelf.
Yeah.
Still looks good on the shelf.
Limited shelf space.
Yeah. Just keep running out.
You never have enough. Never have enough.
Right? Because once you go from left to right and then you start stacking on top of the left to right, that's when you know.
You hit too much.
Right. It's like, God damn it. And that's why having a steelbook specific shelf is the way to go.
Get a shelf specifically for steel.
Yeah, like on one of my things, one of the cubes is just steelbooks, and that's nowhere near full. So I have the excuse for a couple more. I'm thinking like getting the 7 remake, the Crisis Core, like, because Best Buy steelbooks, they just show up on eBay like $5 like down the road. That's how I got the.
Damn, I just closed my eBay account.
Why?
I don't use it. They sent me an email like, yeah, your account's been dormant. I was like, yeah, go ahead, nuke it.
Yeah, I never use eBay either.
I use eBay.
I use eBay
all the
occasionally.
time. Yeah. That's where I'm looking for amiibo cards, really.
Yeah.
Because Amazon, it'll be like, well. But eBay will be like, I got all of them. How much is like, how much
And
you
also,
got?
that's how I find some of those old anime DVDs that I want.
That's fair.
Oh, yeah, you can get all to. eBay is the best way to get shit from Japan. Directly.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah, so. You want some shit with Japanese postage on it? eBay's the way to go. It's always cool getting a package that I'm like, this looks like it came out of an anime. Because it's just kanji and shit all over it. Mm-hmm. And it's just like actual official documentation for mailing, but it just looks infinitely cooler than
Weeb.
Letter.
Yeah, I hardcore weeb shit. Like
That's just language.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like fucking weeb.
Yep.
These are words.
You don't understand what they're saying.
That's
Nope.
what makes it special.
Did I talk about not being able to play theater rhythm on the
Yes.
mobile phone? Yeah. I was like, yes, theater rhythm. Oh no. A language I cannot read.
Did it look cool?
It did look cool. It looked awesome.
I will say, I understand it does look cool because it is different. So, but I don't know if I would care about packaging with their version of USPS.
Yeah.
on it.
It's cool. It's just, there's
Weeb.
yeah.
That's all it is. That's all it is.
I mean, you haven't
'Cause I'll
lived.
tell you right now, I'd have to look at it, be like, cut here, open it.
I'm really excited about what's inside the file.
Right.
I wouldn't even notice. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Had to do the King of the Hill. Instead of beer, we're drinking water because,
Stay hydrated.
wholesome
Stay
video
hydrated.
game podcast moves out here.
Healthy podcasters.
Right.
Healthy podcasting.
Has anybody played anything this week, really, other than 14 and Street Fighter?
Played Resident Evil 4 remake specifically.
Have you beat that yet? Are you no?
I'm in the castle. I've seen the fucking Napoleon. Forgot his name.
Yeah.
I'm
I missed. There's
trying
one
to
thing about
save
4 that I
Ashley.
do miss though.
What?
In the original 4, the villains would just hack into your communicator and just start talking shit.
That's true.
You would just be
And they
like,
don't do that anymore?
No,
Oh.
that's not in the remake.
No. About to fight Kaiser. You feel it. It's good.
I don't
It's
know.
a good ass game. It's a good ass Capcom game. It's just consistent.
Yeah.
Nothing special.
It's nothing special.
Everything I'm used to, and I love it.
Right. It's like with Monster Hunter. When the new Monster Hunter comes out, it's going to be like, it's great. We've gotten used to New World Monster Hunter at this point. We've had,
This game is only amazing.
right.
So, yeah.
What I'm used to.
Yeah.
What I'm
And that's
accustomed
the thing
to.
about it is, and that's part of why we're
Capcom.
starting to see a lot more 7s, 6s, and 7s. Because the expectations around games are just getting higher because
Yeah.
we're at a point where, one, the special ones are really special, and then the regular ones are
Zelda's
pretty
really
fucking
special.
good.
I wish I could convince any of you to like get Zelda.
No, I plan to.
I'm
It's
going
just one of those-
to get it, but
I'm gonna
like,
get it, but like,
Street Fighter happened. I'm like, I need this. I need
Look,
this.
and
it's
most.
like
16
this.
is going to happen.
Yeah,
Street
I already
Fighter's
paid for
going on right now,
16.
and then like at some point later this year, I plan on getting a PlayStation, and then once that happens, it's straight. It's 16 until Spider-Man. Then after Spider-Man,
Oh, that's gonna be
Fucking Spider-Man.
that's gonna be a crazy start for your PS5.
heck,
Yeah.
I've
16
been
in
saying
the
this the entire
Spider-Man?
time. I will get a PS5 for Spider-Man.
Yeah, Jalen with PlayStations in general is just like, is there a game I want on it? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Do we have a release date for the game I want? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna get it and whatever the game, because that was PS4. I was like, you gotta play Destiny, and then I don't even know what came out that it was like you wanted to play it on PS4, but you got your PlayStation, you got Destiny, and we played Destiny. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. You got me into Destiny.
oh yeah, I was into
You literally
Destiny
were
like day one,
You
minute
were literally
one.
like, if you buy a PS4 today, I will buy you Destiny.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, I don't remember doing that, but
I will say, when it comes to Destiny, I probably will come back for Final Shape. I'm just gonna say it right now. I'm most likely coming back for Final Shape.
meh.
Like,
Probably not. I'll play some 14 or Monster Hunter instead.
I mean, I'm gonna
Do
say this right
want a
now. There's
good-ass
still like
shooter.
close to a solid year before Final Shape.
That isn't a. I want a good shooter that isn't a battle royale, so I could do something.
I want marathon.
I do.
Like
Call
the
of Duty
That's
is
an
good, but we're like.
extraction shooter,
That's
though.
I'm okay
Yeah.
with that.
Okay.
That's different. That's like
name 5
that's-
extraction shooters right
that's
now.
fresh from
Escape
where I
from
stand.
Tarkov, Dark and Darker.
PC. I'm assuming
There's-
PC.
There's one more that I can't remember off the top of my head.
I'm assuming also PC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the thing. We don't have
Do they
an
have Bungie polish on them?
right.
Actually, Tarkov has some insane gunplay.
Yeah, but Tarkov is also obscure as shit. I'm not going to be booting up Tarkov and playing Tarkov. I'm keeping it real with you.
Like with the Bungie art direction too.
Right? Like
no,
that.
no,
That's just
Oh
gonna
no
be-
no! I'm not gonna say that trailer had me hyped as all shit. But
This
my
is gonna
thing
be
about
dope.
it though is,
Yeah.
I want that.
I
like
basically what I
I'll
basically
take that
really what it
gameplay,
is I'm
'cause I want that
lamenting the
game
fact
so
that
much.
Bungie is truly a live service company now.
yes.
That's really
They've been
that's
that.
what I'm-
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but
They've
also,
been that.
yeah,
Destiny is what everybody
I'm
wants a
I'm
Destiny.
going to say this right now.
And they
I
have.
know, but the thing about it is, you could playing through the campaigns in Destiny solo is still a lot of fucking fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like,
But that's not going to be in Marathon. They're not going to have anything like that.
there's gonna be something like that.
Nah,
I know it's not like a single player but
no PvE.
there's
It's literally just the multiplayer shooter.
That's okay.
yeah.
Aren't extractions
I-
aren't extractions PVE PvP?
No,
Technically,
Because aren't there like just random like
you're thinking
AI
more.
bots?
So think
yes,
about
there is, but that's mostly just to make sure you don't end up in a resource drought.
right? So the resources come in from
No,
No,
you're
with
thinking
those
about the
games, what you're doing
division.
is you're buying your kits
Yeah,
before you go in. You go in,
and you kill other
you
people
find-
and
you
take
kill other
their
people
kids
and you
and
find-
get out.
and you also find like your goodies that are worth X amount of money.
So is it just one other team or is it like
No,
just
it's like a
multiple?
battle royale.
Oh, okay.
Multiple teams.
Yeah.
I just
Multiple
assumed
extraction
there were like enemies in there, like
No, it's
like
where, you know
AI
what it is?
in
It's
there
like a lot
too.
like the extraction mode out of the Division.
Yeah,
Division
the Dark
also had
Zone.
that. Dark
But think about the Division Dark Zone
Oh, I don't
without.
know shit about Division Dark Zone.
No, it's basically you have
Play the
X
Division?
amount of money. You use that money to buy your gear, your kit, all the stuff you need. You go in there, you fight people, you look for loot, you loot, and then
I assume the loot was coming from AI enemies.
no,
Oh.
you're gonna be
Crates,
scrounging around
dead bodies.
Oh, okay.
crates, shelves.
Either way, it's fine.
Right, yeah, cabinets.
I mean, here's the thing about it is I'm open minded to it because
This
it's
was
Bungie.
sci-fi. Like, this is Tarkov, right, Radic?
Yep.
So, yeah, just like this. Escape from Tarkov.
I watched
but
a Tarkov
sci-fi.
stream one time, and I just remember it being really dark, and I couldn't see shit.
Yeah, that happens. A lot of people end up hiding in the dark alleys and stuff, so you don't get seen. I mean, I'm open to it. This is Bungie, you know? Like, Bungie has yet to actually make anything bad. Like, fundamentally bad. Like, live service woes are live service woes. Like, most live service games go through everything Destiny went through if they survive long enough.
Right, that's the thing. Destiny will chart new ground. Bungie will chart new ground in live service. That's the difference between the Apexes, the Fortnites, the Destinies of the world, and the Rumbleverses, the Knockout Cities, the like.
Well, yeah, but also I will say something with Rumbleverse and Knockout City specifically is they weren't allowed to be their niche. Because that's the thing about Destiny is like, Destiny's at the point where it's like you have your vacation Destiny players who show up for the first couple of weeks of a new expansion or season and then they disappear. And then you got your people who only play Destiny. Like, it's still a niche game without, like, you're not going to see, like, 14 consistently has higher numbers consistently than Destiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but because that's Bungie's income source right now, and it's a fully, it has like actual support, so it's not just going to die after 6 months. It could have a rough season or something and still trudge along. Well, stuff like Rumbleverse and Knockout City, it was like, if you ain't pulling gangbusters, you're going to be dead in a month.
Well, like Knockout City, they decided to, like the devs were like, yeah, let's kind of sunset this.
Yeah. So that
Like they went out on their own terms type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As opposed to like, all right, we're pulling the plug, guys. Figure it out.
So yeah, the reason I'm excited for Marathon is we don't have an extraction. We have the Division, but the Division is Ubisoft, and that
I will say there isn't a console FPS extraction shooter.
Right.
That is true.
And I'm totally down for Bungie giving it to me for Marathon.
I'm open-minded to it. It's not what I wanted out of Marathon. Like, you know, like I've something that's just called Marathon blank. But, you know,
It's a reboot.
I get that, but also Marathon as a series has the type of space where it's like it could be happening at the exact same time as one of the Marathon games, and we wouldn't know it because Marathon has a timeline.
Is Marathon on Steam?
I believe so. Or you could at least get it off of GOG.
Yeah, but I'm thinking for Steam Deck. Try
I
out
think it might be on
Marathon.
Steam. I have to say, those games are wild.
I'm
If
down.
you haven't watched the Mandalore gaming video on them, watch the four of them, because the Into Darkness video he did is part of the Marathon. And it's also like cool to see where Bungie started. Like,
It is not on Steam.
oh,
Nope.
but I will say that trailer looks fucking sick though.
It does.
Right.
Using
Dude.
silkworms to build out the that's tight. I'm open-minded to it because, you know, once again, Bungie has yet to drop anything that I could say is bad. They've dropped things that I could say I don't feel like playing right now, but I can't say anything's bad. Like, even D2 vanilla at its blandest with the lack of content, that's still like a really good fucking shooter.
It is.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
We had a good ass time.
Oh,
That raid was fun.
I miss living in the Crucible. I really do miss grinding out casual Crucible matches.
Yeah.
I was at my most sweaty, though, with D1. D1, I was the sweatiest when it came to that PvP. It got bad. It got real fucking bad.
Shit, the PvP was the main reason I played Destiny. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, that PVE, those stories. Yeah.
I mean, Bungie consistently tells some of the best sci-fi stories in gaming.
I mean, that's what made Halo so good.
Just Halo, Marathon itself, Destiny has some insane lore. It's just like really
That's the thing.
only complaints you could actually have about Destiny as a series is the coolest parts of Destiny lore does have nothing to do with you 99% of the time.
Well, you're going to kick his ass in 2 expansions.
Right. You know that when the problem arises, I'm going to kick its ass, but you know, it'd be cool to have some more levels. Have some levels where you're actually getting
My thing
trapped in,
is
like, the
just
weirdness.
how iconic their art has been from everything they've made. And that's what I'm looking forward to, a whole new wave of like, I'm down for marathon shirts. I'm down for marathon keychains. I'm down because their iconography, like,
Not just that, but also if you look at the trailer for Marathon, what they're actually wearing, the team that shot the guy, what they're actually wearing, that neon jacket, shit, I fucks with that.
yeah, the helmet with the fucking visor. That's always like helmets with visors. Just
I mean, helmets in general. Helmets that completely mask the identity but yet has personality of their own. Top tier design.
I'm down with it.
Once again, I'm
Look,
open-minded to it, but it's also like, yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like I see the type of subgenres that I like out of games not coming out as much anymore, and then when I see them, when they actually do come out, they're only coming out in name only. Like a lot of my favorite genres that got me into gaming are kind of just dead, and that hurts me.
Yeah.
Well, franchises, I'd say.
No. Like, the last first-person RPG, that MSim style RPG, the last one we got was Prey, 2016. Every other one has either been, but that's
So
just
you
stripping
want-
that shit down even more.
You want an immersive sim? Because they have like indie immersive sims.
I know.
that are like,
I play them. I play them, but they're not RPGs. Like, I still want the dialogue. Basically, I want I want what they claimed Cyberpunk was going to be. I want Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. Like, I want Fallout New Vegas. Like, I want a morality
they're
system.
already
I
shirts.
want conversation trees. I like my stuff.
Those shirts go hard as fuck. Tell me those shirts aren't cool as shit.
They're cool as shit.
Shit's is what I need. This is Bungie understanding their audience and catering to them.
Next time in the studio, Anton with his marathon shirt.
Maybe. How much are they?
Yeah, how much are they? That's good.
Oh, it's not even available. It's sold out, I guess.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck.
Of course.
Because it's so hard. But you know, GameStop at some point will have dope marathon shirts sitting on the rack.
Pre-order is available until June 1st. After this date, these designs will be archived and the edition number for this collection will be locked.
Damn.
That's fine. I'm not in that much of a rush that I'm gonna.
It's
like,
a marathon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was just saying, like, some of the genres just, I don't see them getting made really anymore, and that makes me sad.
Yeah. I mean,
I
I've
feel
been
like
Battle Worlds too. Those two.
yeah.
But like,
And Avowed, they're doing their Skyrim. They've done their Fallout, and they're doing their newer Fallout. they've done that
Space
with
Fallout.
Space Fallout. They've done their Starfield before Starfield, so
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
yeah. All right. Well, I mean, does anybody have one more thing? It's been a good week, you know.
No, that's it for me. We're about to go check out Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah,
Well,
across
the Spider-Verse. Yeah, there we go.
and they already have it on all the list of Beyond is going to be the next one, so I'm down for that one to be, because this is a part 1, so it seems like there's not a lot of like closure. It just sets up a bunch of really cool shit, and
Hell yeah.
the next one's going to be the payoff to all the really cool shit. So
I'm here for it.
yep, the whip release. All right. This has been a No It's Good production. The video version is edited by Long and Twisted Mind. The audio version is edited by Akumasanti. Coming at you live from RadicRecords. Until next time, keep it cheesy.